Oh, my name is Wong Kahim, and here is my student ID card. Today, I'm going to introduce my capstone projects. My capstone project title is Analysis and Usability Visa Gates Data in 3D Information Systems. Let's move on to our abstract in our capstone project. Fixation is extremely examined in studies of human vision, gaze-based communication, and experiential psychology. Because of the users and gate data, the mode often in mobile environments. Robust fixation data might be difficult to implement. The purpose of this project is to employ gates data to record, visualize, and analyze user interactions with 3D information systems. Our strategies makes use of the VR technology. When used in their experience, VR permits the collecting of more through data in an object behavior in a regular setting. It maintains a constant appearance of the target using fixation regards of the user motion. To identify fixations, it collects image data from tiny areas near the current gate position and examines how the stimulus these gates pitch themes over the movie themes. Let's move on to introduction of our project. Fixation refers to the user visual focus and also attention on the gate's data. And this project will present information on the theoretical and practical elements of eyes tracking in VR to promote its use and also the accessibilities. Now we will discuss the different types of the data can be needed. The utilization of VR systems with the integrated motion trackers and eyes tracker is emphasized as a primary method of the data collection. And here is my flow chart. I divided my final year project into different parts and different stage to make it capstone project become more and well organized. Let's move on to our project planning. In our project planning, we divided it into 4 stages. The first stage is collecting the data. To record the gates data, I'm using the VR headset. In the second stage is the data reprocessing. I will do the convert the data file to Excel file and then to the CSV file format. And the first stage is to create the scenes of the project. The Unity project should be made and the Unity assets file should contain the CSV files and make the efforts to display the data. And final is the implementation and make a script to change the evidence heads and also eye movement using the gates data that can gather. In the first stage, we are collecting the data. First, we will use a set of the VR headset. It contains a HMD motion trackers and also the controllers of the visual world interactions. Just look at the figure one shown. You also need a software. Unity is a popular program for creating virtual experience. Unity allows for creation of straightforward and also the complex 3D settings. The scripting of the various object actions and the extension of the behavioral data from objects. Unity then used this great data for visualization, and this study is organized but as follow to the components in Figure 2. We categorize eyes models and look at the eyes detection strategy using the eyes models. Even for the same person, very slight differences in viewing angles can result in significant changes in appearance, as illustrated in the figure. Races illumination, and viewing angle are not factors, and the features of the eye religion's appearance, eye recognition, and tracking remains incredibly challenging task due to a variety of unique issues, including the eyelid's abilities to hide the eyes, how much the eyes is open, differences in the size or head attributes of the eyes, and all among us, and they are actually affecting each others. We also keep tracking of the basic behavior to learn about the subject virtual behavior. Basic variables should be examined by predefined intervals. The player's positions and also the gate's direction may be tracked and recorded at the constant frame rates, as seen as the figure 3. We also need to evaluate the behavioral visualization in every 8 to 9 million seconds, and this information was valid and the results were recorded for the further research. And the subject head positions and also the orientation were also recorded using the same method as seen as the figure 4. And these are the gate's attributes. There are many attributes we can use in the Unity projects. For example, they have frame sequence, timestamps, no users, direction, orientation, etc. In stage 2, we are doing the data reprocessing. We are convert data files to Excel format and then to the CSV format. The data related to the gates will be captured in the Excel file. Editing and programming are simple. However, Unity does not come with the ability to read Excel file by default. To enable the compiler to read it, I must convert it to the CSV format. When converted to the CSV format, it will appear as follows. In the first stage, we are creating the scenes of the project. In order to display the gather clay status, I must also set the project scenario. I have created and configured the evidence in Unity to display the gate status. Evidence already has the body appearance, so we can easily adjust the evidence face transformation, rotation, and scaling at all once. I developed a game object that has a script that allows the evidence appearance to be changed and reading a CSV file. The glaze information can be used to animate the eyes values of an evidence, like what was represented in the figure, and it is made by using Unity and will keep running in the movie mode. And there are some pseudo code shown as below. If any frame second is existed, it will loop while every the user is exists. And also if the head position from the gate data is changed, evident head position must change. If the eye's position from gate's data is changed, the evident eye's position must change, and so on, and end the looping if the Excel data or CSV file is finished. Reading the CSV file and providing this file precise the location must come first. We can also determine whether the compiler receives the right CSV file or only a null file. I see if the compiler read every row in the CSV file or not. If that's the case, I will set the Boolean end of file to true and stop the program if it is read over all of the lines. I'm going to have the implementation in the last stage. I have completed some attributes in this interim stage, including no users, orient L, orient R, and also the head rotation 3. For no user, it is track whether the user is in front of the HMD. For true, the user is wearing the VR headset. As of the user is not wearing the VR headset, which is the false. We also read as a orientation L as a rotation in the left eyes, as shown as in the above. We also use the rotation in the right eyes for orientation L, as shown as the above pictures. I use the rotation in the head of the for head rotation 3. And last, and this is the reference in this presentation slide. And further, I'm going to use more attributes in the CSV file to put it into the Unity project to display more data to the users. This is the end of my presentation, and thank you for your listening.